30 seconds.
Go, 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 go. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back out at the Sunshine Skyway Fisher Pier with Chrissy Poo.
That's where you'll want to see us, so we came.
So we're out here right now, guys. We're gonna try for some Spanish mackerel and some king mackerel. I'm gonna be setting up the trolley rigs today, but we need Chris to go ahead and throw this net, catch us a bunch of bait. That's what he's doing. Got a big gulp cast net?
You got a big gulp it?
Big gulp.
So, this pier is slamming, guys. I thought spring break was over, but boy, was I wrong. It is the middle of the week, and there are a lot, and I do mean a lot of people. The fan finally stopped blowing. Absolutely flat calm. Check that out. Stay tuned. Let's catch the bait. Get on it. Hey, boys and girls. So we are back, and we are going to be doing the trolley rig today. I'm going to show you some of the fundamental steps on how to set it up. It's fairly simple. Come over here. All right. So you got to have an anchor rod. This big boy is the anchor rod. I got my PVC securely mounted to the side of the bridge here, so that's not going to go anywhere. I've already hung this up, but now this is the key, guys. So this is the system that's going to trolley everything down. So what I have here is a clothespin with a rubber band, a couple sinkers. You could use one heavier sinker, some 20-pound test line, and a couple feet of 20-pound leader with a snap swivel. So I'm gonna lay this aside, and now I have on my main rod that's gonna have my bait. I have what they call a stinger rig. This rig consists of a treble hook with a little 1/0 hook. This is gonna be perfect for my thread fins or white bait that I'm gonna be using on the trolley rig. And then it has a nice trace of wire. Tied to that is a short piece of 60-pound leader, just for a little shock, and in case that toothy king gets close to it, it gives me a better chance in straight braid. I'm also using a lever drag reel. This lever drag reel is going to be the perfect application for setting it on strike, and that way when they hit it, ultimately they're going to hook themselves. And I'm going to show you how we tie it down to the bridge as well. So let me show you how I'm going to set this up. All right, so here's my little system I just showed you with my clothespin. I'm gonna hook up this right to my trolley line. Snap swivel. Rig that up just like that. All right, now over here on my main line, this is what's gonna hold my bait. I'm actually gonna hook my clothespin to my main line just like that. See this? Now we gotta get a bait, and we're gonna trolley it down. With these, it's very simple. I'm not gonna hook up the stinger. The stinger's just gonna be sit behind the bait, okay? Now what you gotta do is you gotta put your bait, your trolley rig up. And listen, you gotta be careful with this because you could pop that off and everything will fail at that point. Put this in the rig. Hopefully this is gonna slide down. Just gonna ease out line, guys, until my bait gets to the water. What is the purpose of the trolley rig? The purpose of the trolley rig is to keep your bait at the surface regardless if the tide is coming in or out. That bait is gonna stay at the surface of the water whether the tide's coming in or going out. Tide will not play a factor. So look, see, my bait's now in the water. Don't you do it. Oh, swim, dude, swim. Swim. There he goes. So now he's literally gonna look wounded. He's literally gonna look wounded right at the surface here. Once he gets his wind, because that took a minute. Sometimes lighter baits are harder to go down the trolley, but he's gonna literally stay on the surface here and he's gonna get destroyed. Let me show you some of the next steps. The trolley rod, you want it very taut. If it's not taut, that thing is not gonna slide down there. And it's a little easier with monofilament, guys. But look, you don't want to leave this on free spool. Kingfish hit at such a fast rate. If you leave this on free spool, it'll bird nest this, and that thing will fly in the water faster than you've ever seen one of Chris's rods fly in the water. So I'm going to show you how to tie it down and prevent that. We got to work fast. My luck, I'll get one while I'm doing it. All right, so I don't like to destroy my rods and reels, guys. So I'm gonna lay this down right here, and I'm gonna put it right there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my reel up right here. Now what you're gonna need is about 5 to 6 foot of rope, and it's gotta be somewhat thick rope. I tied a loop, just like that. All right, you take it, you run it underneath the line, obviously. You don't want this ever to touch your line. And then you're gonna put this underneath the bridge, okay? All right, so now you're bringing your loop butt back up here behind the reel. See that? Bring your rope through your loop. And I got, of course, another loop in here. All right, so now here's the tricky part. You gotta make sure you're pulling this tight, guys. Just like that. And then you hold it, you pinch it here with your fingers. Pinch it just like that, okay? Take your rope, run it around here, and then pull straight up. And look at that. Now you have a handle to pull. This ain't going nowhere. It's completely tight. I'm gonna put this in strike, which is right there. He's gonna hit that thing. He's gonna hit that thing at a blazing 40 miles an hour, and it's gonna instantly hook him. That stinger treble is gonna hook right in the side of him, and the fight's gonna be on. It's gonna be nasty. That's all there is to hooking up your trolley rig. Chris is learning how to do the trolley rod, guys. All right, guys, so one of the companies that we support with our monthly donations is Tampa Bay Watch. That's actually Tampa Bay Watch right there. They're coming out to clear the lines for the birds that are on the poles for you to dispose of. Really good organization, guys. They do a lot of good for both the wildlife and you know, the wildlife and the restoration of the estuaries and things like that. So give them a little plug here. Right here. Tampa Bay Watch. Boom.
Go down.
Reel. Reel.
Can you record me?
I'm recording. It's a Spanish, I think, or a bluefish. Ah, it's a Spanish. It's all right. First one on the trolley rig. Hey, baby. Oh, I think that's a big blue. That's going down for Jewfish.
That ain't no fucking Spanish.
That's a blue. Nice.
Definitely a blue.
I saw him destroy that bait, Chris.
All right, guys, we got one. You got a wrench.
Hang on. I'll call you right back. Ooh, that's a Goliath bait.
That is definitely a Goliath bait. All right, guys, during snack time there, we got us a fish. It wasn't the fish that we're looking for. First one.
Well, let's get him on.
New Akuma Kavala. We're gonna be using that as a bait right there.
Nice.
Let's go.
Hey, oh, wait till you see what eats this. What do you think about that?
Something a lot bigger will eat that.
On a stinger rig.
During snack time, guys, I'm like looking at my hands or my phone, and Josh is like, "You got a fish!"
Dude, he lit that bait up, Chris.
Oh, he swallowed that.
Well, you see that, guys, it goes to show that the bait wasn't even hooked with the treble, and the fish only got the treble.
Yeah, actually, you were right. The bait was hooked up on that top one, guys, that 2-aught live bait hook.
Nice. And that goes to show you the trolley rig works. What do you think about that, boys and girls? Impressed, aren't you? I might know what I'm doing. All right, so Timmy got another mackerel. It's a little on the big side. We're looking for a smaller one. What's the ticket? The gotcha lure, Timmy?
Silver
Silver gotcha.
Silver gotcha today. Take them home and eat them. All right, Chris, we didn't even get the trolley out and he's back on. I guess this is the bluefish spot.
Frederick, rest in peace.
Holy smokes, dude, he destroyed that thing off the trolley. That's another beast. That's bigger.
That might be the one we want to
Yeah,
use.
you better watch out. You asking for trouble.
We're good.
All right, here he goes. Another trolley rig. Dude, he didn't stay in the water for
30 seconds.
go, 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 go.
Oh my God, he is way bigger. Let's take a picture.
Wow. The bluefish.
What are you guys using to catch up?
Greenbacks.
What is it?
Greenbacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. He got the stinger rig again.
You can't keep a bait in the water. Maybe I should check mine real quick. Man, I saw the pin go, and I'm like, Chris, you're on, dude. You better watch your fingers. That ain't no joke. What the heck? Dude, I got something funny smelling on mine or something? No, he's there. My bait must smell funny or something. He's been out there for an hour and a half, and this guy comes and puts 2 baits, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
I don't think we need to set up a rig.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I just wanted to give you an update. It's been a couple hours. Chris has got the 2 fish on the Chris has got the 2 bluefish on the stinger rig with the trolley set up. That was his first time ever using the trolley rig. How'd that work, Chris?
Worked good, besides the fact that I had to get used to my new reel, so that's about it. Other than that, I mean, the trolley rig and the stinger rig worked exactly how it was supposed to. As you guys probably saw, I caught both those bluefish with the back hook, the trebles, so they were hitting the front bait hook, and but with the stinger rig, it did what it had to do.
Obstacles that we're overcoming. First off, guys, there is a ton, and I do mean a ton, of discourteous boaters that are trolling up and down the pier. For what reason? God only knows. They're trying to attempt to troll rock piles, and they're fishing in sand. I don't know if they know that, but they're clearly not using the machines, and they're not paying no mind to anybody fishing the pier, and the pier is loaded with people. Now, no porpoises, so we decided to switch out that bait, as you saw, to a Spanish mackerel. It's a lot larger bait, but it could be a lot bigger kingfish that strikes that. So we got a pilchard out and a Spanish mackerel. We're just waiting on the big strike, hoping. Yesterday they got 6 or 7 off the North Pier, so we know they're in the vicinity. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not the end result. We set out for hours, and we did not get a kingfish, see a kingfish. Bait was scarce, boats were crazy, people were crazy. Tide was horrible, but it was a one-tide day, come in all day long, and these are things we kind of expected. The boat traffic, I didn't think it'd be as bad, but I guess we are still towards the end of spring break. Overall, Chris got to see how the trolley rig worked. We got 2 strikes, and we caught 2 fish, so it was a 100% catch rate. We just didn't have the right species. You saw those 2 bluefish. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about it, I did do a more detailed tutorial a few years ago. Video quality isn't as good, but still, I think you'd get the gist of the rig. Check it out. I'll leave it right up there. And guys, if you want to see more, if you want us to come back for round 2 on these kingfish this spring, let us know. Comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, we're about to push to 100K. Let's go.